way. No, no, not that way. No, no, no. Why?
My name is Liz, and I'm a new ambassador for the 2026 year, although I'm not new to the challenge itself. The thing that motivates me the most to get outside and get my miles in is exploring new places and travel. To that end, when our second child left the house about a year ago, my husband and I sold everything we owned and moved into our RV to travel full time. We changed locations roughly every week to 2 weeks, and so obviously this is big time scratching my itch to get out there and travel and explore. Oftentimes, all I really have to do to get that motivation to go out and get some miles is look out the door or windows of our RV and look at the amazing places that we are oftentimes parked in, and that is motivation enough to get me outside and get going. But like everybody else, life sometimes just gets in the way, even if you live a really cool lifestyle. We have RV chores and maintenance. We have an aging dog who's sick. We have children we still need to deal with and a grandbaby that was just born. And so sometimes I need a little extra. To that end, there are some tips and tricks I use that may be helpful to others. The first thing is my recent sticker obsession. I have this really big sticker board in my RV, and every time we go to a new park or a new place, I get to get a sticker and stick it on that sticker board. It's such a little thing, but it's really motivational. I also have a map of the country, and every time we get to a new state and start exploring, I get to add the state sticker as well. Obviously, I want to see all the states. Beyond that, bucket lists. I love keeping lists, and that is really motivational. I use project management software to track my bucket lists for every single state, and I'm constantly adding to it. Within each state, I have individual lists for things like hikes, bike rides, paddles, towns I want to see, scenic drives I want to do. Super motivational. I also use apps like AllTrails, and when we're going to get to a new location, I look up all the hikes in that area, and that gets me really excited to get out and explore. You'll never find me without my monocular or my binoculars because I find it very motivational to look for local wildlife. Doesn't matter what it is, I want to try to find it. And in order to find it, I've got to get out there. And so just looking for wildlife is also really motivational. Beyond that, I sometimes will splurge and we will go do some unique activity in a location, something that we wouldn't necessarily do somewhere else, or it's kind of special, and we will go do that, whether it's riding the rails or horseback rides or picking apples. Things like that can be quite motivational. Another big motivator is food. If I want to eat all the ice cream and drink all the local craft IPAs everywhere we go, I'm going to need to get out there and get some miles in one way or another. And so I find my desire for food and booze to be super motivational to get some miles in. Recently, I started developing my hobby of photography into something a little bit more serious and professional. And so getting out there to photograph the landscapes and the botanicals and the animals that we find has been really motivational. Picking up this new hobby is probably the number 2 motivational thing for me as of lately. And so getting a new hobby that involves getting outdoors and exploring can be a big motivator. I don't know if any of this was helpful to anybody else, but I hope it was. I really look forward to joining you all on the challenge this year and being an ambassador. I think we're going to have an awesome time. I love to have fun, and I love being involved in anything motivational. Thank you.